Everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, a lot of people, of course, didn't see it coming, but who do we really have to blame for this? Let's be real. Who do we really have to blame for this? The immigrants, Haitians, who are being sent back. Again, I've been saying it was TPS, not PPS. Temporary protective status, not permanent. So listen to what this man has to say about his life being put on hold. And let's have the conversation. And here we go.
My future is on hold right now.
32-year-old Davidson of Haiti is out of a job and losing hope. He has lived in the U.S. for the last 16 years under the government's temporary protected status, granted to Haitians after the devastating earthquake of 2010. But on Monday, that protection came to an end for 350,000 or so Haitians after a Supreme Court decision.
It's very stressful in a way because I have financial responsibilities.
It also means he could get deported, a reality for thousands like him.
I got a question for all of the Haitians and Syrians. Why did you wait 15 years? Temporary means temporary. You waited 15 years, you ain't getting no paperwork. You ain't trying to get legal. You ain't trying to get permanent residence. You ain't trying to become a citizen. You ain't getting no green card. Temporary means temporary. To all my Haitians and Syrians, I am glad that they're ending TPS because it was temporary.
That part wasn't permanent. And that's a good question. That is 15, 16 years living a delusion. It was like a woman had moved here and she was in Florida and she was on the news and she was like, oh, I've got married, I built a life here and I've got a restaurant and they should let me stay here. And then they came to the restaurant, I don't know, somebody dimed her out and they picked her up and took her back to Mexico. And she thought it was so unfair. I think she had been here going on 20 years. Came here in her 20s, early 40s, got married, a restaurant with her husband, and it was like... And one man said one thing that was true. She was like, no, I am an American citizen because I've been here. And it's like, no, you've been living in America doesn't make you an American citizen. And he was like, clearly she was living a delusion. She had built a life together within the system, not clearly understanding the system. The paperwork was necessary. So it's a good question. And I'm trying to understand. I saw people saying, oh, a lot of patient people, which is their right. They were saying, oh, how you vote for Trump? You not even legal, but okay. But here's the other thing. Did you not hear him say that he was going to do mass immigration? So I'm thinking maybe at the time, Christy Dome had put them on the list. Maybe at the time, maybe that was the deal was. But he said he was going to do mass immigration, going to be flying people up out of here. From maybe, I don't know, from coach to first class, either way, you're going to be going. So I don't see how it didn't click that, okay, you know what, if you're Haitian or you're an illegal immigrant, Syria, wherever you are, why you didn't think, wow, that could be you. That's the part I'm not understanding. It never registered. Oh my goodness, that could be affecting me. No kidding, no fooling. Really? Ooh. I don't get that part, why it didn't register. And so you have some people here, I do have to ask, 15, 20 years, you've been where now? 15, 20 years, you've been standing where? You've been in America? And you didn't get your paperwork together? Maybe you were so busy. Well, gonna be like you're gonna be busy getting back to Haiti. Life is business. That's the part I don't understand. And there's no guarantee it could have gone through in time. But come on, 15 or 20 years, you could have had a green card or something. That's the part I don't get. I think people just came here and they thought, oh my goodness, I got these benefits, I can get this benefits, and they just ran with it, and pretty much they made their own priorities. And guess what? Becoming an American citizen or getting the necessary paperwork so you could stay in the country, clearly that was not one of them. And guess what? Today you're paying the price. And trust me, it takes time. But 15, 16, 20 years, that part right there, yeah, I'm not understanding. I'm clearly not. What were you doing? Oh, I was busy doing this. Oh, I was busy doing that. And now look. Too busy to get that paperwork. So in circumstances like that, let's just be realistic. In circumstances like that, I need you to explain to me, who can we kind of blame for this? Because at some point you didn't get your paperwork. Again, it was temporary. Time goes by fast. At some point you didn't handle your business. There has to be some accountability for some of these people. You should have been on your business. You need to understand systems. And for so long, I think a lot of people have been able to get into the country, and then they'll just get in the country, and then they'll just go ahead, just, stay here. And you know what I mean? They get to stay here. I've heard about it. People come here 20, 30 years not getting the paperwork, man, and like being here, dying here. And maybe they thought, hey, once I'm here, I'm not leaving. It's been lasting this long. It's going to stay. And guess what? Unfortunately, as they say, now we know. So yeah, in this case here, is it fair to hold some of these individuals accountable? Is it? Or is it a total pity party? I want to know, is it fair to hold some of them accountable for what has happened? Maybe they should have handled business. But I know one thing, you're in a whole nother country. Again, been saying it, it's very, very important to understand systems. And thinking, oh, it's going to be okay. I'm here. I'm Gucci good. And you're not. So yeah, so I want to know, aside from maybe Trump being the bad guy or Kristi Noem put Haiti on the list, this is their country. You have to know what's going on. You have to know the setup. That's why you left and came here on a giddy up. Come on. So at what point do we have some accountability to say, again, Trump made it real clear. The first thing he was going to do is start getting folks up out of here. Did you think you were just immune? Oh, it's not going to be me. And now we know. I'm sure it's been a mini party. And I've dealt with some Haitians. I've dealt with some that are middle class, some that have money. And I've seen that don't. But I know one thing for sure, pour la vie, they know how to party. Oh, trust me. I've seen some, I was amazed. I'm like, what? Who brings speakers out in the yard? What about the neighbors? And it was middle class. I'm like, they're bringing speakers out. What are they doing in the yard? And they had everything set up outside, the tables and the food, and everyone was kind and professional. Oh, yes. Nice home, clean. It was, everything was cool. Very hospitable. But see, they got theirs together. They have businesses. So for some of the others, I have to just wonder. I'm sure. And the parties go long. But you didn't handle that paperwork. Hard lesson to be learned. And some people put in the paperwork and they're still waiting. I would have at least done that. But if the fact that you've been here for decades, man, over a decade, and you didn't even put the paperwork in, you didn't handle your business, and now you're crying foul, I'm going to have to look at you and say, what were you doing all this time? Again, Trump made it very clear on the platform that he was going to start deporting people, and he did. So I'm not understanding how they didn't see that it was going to. And a lot of them are rooting for him. Trump, Trump, Trump. Oh, I've seen the Haitians for Trump. And now look. And even if you have your paperwork at this point, again, I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't even trust it. Even if you have your paperwork, it may not go through, and it's a possibility could still be deported. Again, I've heard of people, oh, I'm going to go into this, they're going to go to the meeting or to the location, whatever, appointment, court, whatever. And this individual, they were from Mexico, and they had those people sitting outside grabbing somebody before you could even go inside. Really? Oh, how convenient. And you see what I'm saying? All a plan. But if you didn't make any efforts, I have to look at you. And now going, oh no, look what they're doing to me. Uh-huh. But what are you going to do? So yeah, for someone been here a long time, you have got to have some accountability. 15 years, you should have been on that paperwork. I would have been checking monthly. If it was me, I would have been checking monthly. If you know what's back home, you know your particular situation from your community where you come from, and then comparing it to here, big difference. Again, some people over there still do not have plumbing. They're using a community, like a communal bathroom, toilet, no electricity. And it's like, what in the world is this? So knowing the stakes were high, that would have been I would have been on it. But that's just me. So I'm asking, what do you think? Is there some accountability for individuals who, is there some kind of accountability that they should have probably, got with the program? Should have handled up a little bit more? Let me know tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.